Hello and welcome to Take Your Life Back Today show with Ralf Friedrichs. Today I'm going to talk about 10 American colleges with most alcohol and drug arrests in the U.S. And you'd be amazed that most of the colleges that are on this particular list are from one particular state, but more importantly from the Northwest. I think there's a couple of southern states. But today's topic is 10 American colleges with most alcohol and drug arrests. First, want to give a shout out, as usual, to Dr. Luis Gonzalez from Starting Point MN.com. He is at 844-414-8444. Dr. Luis Gonzalez takes you from your addiction to your recovery, step by step, one day at a time. He will never ever just worry about your past. He will only worry about today and tomorrow, 24 hours at a time, to walk with you from your addiction to your recovery. He also has an addiction recovery training program to turn you into an addiction recovery coach. If you have passion, personality, and professionalism, he will turn you into an addiction recovery coach. Also, if you have some sort of an addiction background, whether it's battling your own battle or maybe helping a friend, call him at 844-414-8444. That's Dr. Luis Gonzalez from Starting Point MN.com. GlobalEyeglasses.com, where they are focused on saving you money. If you have glasses that you are desired to find, they have over 1,200 different frames. They have men's frames, ladies' frames, rimless, full frames, half frames, kids' frames. They have lenses that are thin. They have polarized lenses. They have progressive lenses. They have line bifocals. They have no line bifocals. They have transition photochromatic and polarized. And they also have anti-reflecting coating. This is all available at Global Eyeglasses, where they are focused on saving you money. Give them a shout out on Facebook at Global Eyeglasses, and also go to their website www.globaleyeglasses.com. They are focused on saving you money. And here is the great thing: like so many of my friends in the audience have done already, they have reached out to me knowing that I know GlobalEyeglasses.com very well, and knowing that I also am in the optometry field for a very long time. I have personally assisted them pick out their frames, pick out the right lenses that they need, make sure whatever they are purchasing from GlobalEyeglasses.com is exactly what they need. Reach out to me at 631-599-0218, or you can call me on my hotline, which is 844-405-HELP, and I will help have you pick out the Global Eyeglasses glasses directly from them, and I will help you focus on saving your money. Folks, reach out to me on my websites at www.takeyourlifeback. Today's show, which is all about this particular show, I have www.clearviews.info, which is about information on recovery and addiction. And I also have www.clearreform.com, which is like Dr. Luis Gonzalez's Starting Point MN.com. It's an addiction recovery coaching website where I will help take your life back, just like Dr. Luis Gonzalez will help take your life back. 10 American colleges with most alcohol and drug arrests. There are approximately 13.4 million full-time college students in the U.S. studying and partying on more than 7,000 different campuses throughout the United States. Of course, 20% have used illegal drugs in the past 30 days at least, and 40% have consumed alcohol to excess in the last 2 weeks alone. Those are astronomical numbers, folks. All U.S. college campuses report drug and alcohol issues. High arrest rates on campuses do not truly reflect drug abuse on campuses. Just means campus police are extremely efficient and receptive to keep an eye on the incidents that are happening on the campus. So those statistics that I'm telling you right now, the 20% and the 40%, are just the ones that have been caught by the campus police. The numbers are probably higher if we had a thing called honesty, where everybody came out and just let us do a poll. These are the 10 American colleges with most alcohol and drug arrests per 1,000 students per capita. Number one on the list, actually number one, number two, and number three are all from the great state of Wisconsin. Number one on the list with 22.41 students per thousand per capita is University of Wisconsin in Oshkosh. They had, out of 1,000 students that were, the per capita were 22.41. That's a high percentage. Number two, from the great state of Wisconsin again, is University of Wisconsin, location Stout, with 20.83%. Number three, from the great state of Wisconsin again, from location La Crosse, with 20.06. The top three are all from the University of Wisconsin, from the great state of Wisconsin. And the locations are as follows: Oshkosh, Stout, and La Crosse. They all represent the University of Wisconsin. They all made the top three for alcohol and drug arrest. Number four is Westchester University with 17.52 arrests per capita. Number five is University of Colorado. Location is Boulder with 15.86 percentage of arrests per capita. Number six is Western Illinois University with 15.17 arrests per capita. Number seven is University of Minnesota, location Duluth, with 14.13% per capita. Number eight is University of New Hampshire, 12.41% per capita. Number nine is University of Louisiana at Monroe, with 12.33% per capita. And last but not least, on my top 10 is actually another southern state. The last two were southern states. This one, the great state of Florida, with the school representing this great state of Florida, is Florida State University with 11.91% per capita. These are astronomical numbers, and keep in mind that these numbers only represent what the campus police have caught. I would seem to guess that if you double that, maybe, because 9 out of 10 times you don't even get caught, especially as a student. They're very swift, smart, stealth. But the 10 American colleges with most alcohol and drug arrests were those 10, which I'll go through the list one more time in a minute. There are approximately 13.4 million full-time college students in the U.S. alone studying and partying on more than 7,000 campuses throughout the nation. Of course, 20% have used illegal drugs in the past 30 days, and 40% have consumed alcohol excessively in the last 2 weeks. Those figures are based on what the campus police have found. Not actual numbers, but what they have found. Those are drug arrests. All U.S. colleges campuses report drug and alcohol issues. High arrest rates on campuses do not truly reflect drug abuse on campuses. Just means campus police are extremely efficient and keep an eye on incidents there. These numbers reflect what the campus police have caught. The top 10 American colleges with most drug and alcohol arrests per 1,000 capita are once again as follows. Number 1, 2, and 3 all come from the state of Wisconsin. University of Wisconsin, location Oshkosh, Wisconsin, with 22.41% arrests per capita. Number 2 on our list is University of Wisconsin, location Stout, Wisconsin, 20.83% per capita. Number 3 on the list, University of Wisconsin again, location La Crosse, 20.06%. Number 4 on our list is Westchester University with 17.52% per capita. Number 5 on our list is University of Colorado, Boulder, 15.86% per capita. Number 6, Western Illinois University, 15.17%. Number 7, University of Minnesota, location is Duluth, Minnesota, with 14.13%. Number 8 is University of New Hampshire with 12.41%. Number 9 is University of Louisiana Monroe with 12.41%. Last but not least, number 10 from the great state of Florida, Florida State University with 11.91%. To discourage drinking on campus, someone created an off-campus organization called Party-O that holds alcohol-free parties for students as an alternative way to have fun. Most campuses have this now. It was designed by an organization called Party-O, and it is designed to have a good time without the alcohol, without the drugs. Folks, these are astronomical numbers. If you notice, the pattern here is that the first 8 are all from the north of New York. Every single one is from the north. Colder climates might some people say might have caused the drug and alcohol. I don't know about that because you don't see University of Alaska, University of Washington. You don't see any of those, so I'm not sure about that. But I am sure about this one thing, is that these percentages, the highest being 22.41%, the lowest being 11.91%, from the top 10, only represent what the campus police have caught, found, arrested of drug and alcohol abuse. It does not represent actual statistics. It does not say that only 20% have had illegal drugs in the last 30 days. Those are 20% that they caught. 40% that they have caught consuming alcohol excessively. Does not give you actual numbers. But the top 10 universities in the country, or colleges, University of Wisconsin Oshkosh, University of Wisconsin Stout, University of Wisconsin La Crosse, Westchester University, University of Colorado and Boulder, Western University, Illinois University, University of Minnesota, University of New Hampshire, University of Louisiana Monroe, and Florida State University have come up with these per capita statistics at the highest point of 22.41 and at the lowest at 11.91, and that is arrests per 1,000 students per capita. Those are the statistics. So to discourage drinking on the campuses, a organization called Party-O formed this great little club, I guess you could call it, organization, and what it does basically is give an alternative to the students to have a great time without the drugs and alcohol. That is the 10 American colleges with most alcohol and drug arrests. So how do we figure out why is it that these students are doing it? Well, I'll speak as a student at one point. To get away from home, college, school was secondary. It was secondary. It wasn't the most important. Partying and girls were the most important. But more importantly, let's look a little deeper into the root of the problem, and I will always say it's due to role model. It's due to the environment that these students were brought up at home. The drugs and the alcohol, I would almost guess, was happening in their own home as they were growing up. Mommy or daddy was excessively drinking, doing drugs, amongst other things. That is where the root of the problem is. Yes, as a student, you go away and you want to feel your oats, and most people, most students, in their first semester have the lowest grades. But the second, third, fourth semester gets better. But all students have this desire to see what it's like to be on their own, to live on their own, to go wild and crazy. And that has a lot to do with this drinking and the drugging. But the root of the problem is always going to be how they were brought up. What example did you, as the parent, as the grandparent, as the legal guardian, set for your children who became now teenagers, who went off into college and now are part of these statistics of drug and alcohol arrest? So I'm going to break it down very simply, like I do so often, about what needs to be done at home and what is not allowable at home. What should never ever be done at home in front of your children is for you to drink alcohol excessively. A sociable drink is okay at dinner, but if you're a father that drinks beer all day, excessively on weekends, at night, and no matter where you walk in the house, like I used to do, you had a beer in your hand, that is bad role modelship. That is bad to do in front of your children, because they will grow up thinking that it's okay to do that, thinking because their hero, which is you, did it. So if you excessively drink in your home, whether you're a dad, a mom, a grandparent, or a legal guardian, cut it out. Stop it. If you need to drink, do it away from your children. Do not do it in front of them. Now let's get to the second point. If you are doing drugs in your home, you need to stop doing that. Not just in your home, you need to stop doing it for yourself, because you are on the verge of killing yourself. You are on the verge of hitting a brick wall one day, whether it's because you overdosed or possibly killed someone else. Doing drugs is a dead-end future for you. So if you are doing it, especially do not do it at home, because your children, again, are looking at you as their hero. They're looking at you as their role model, and by you doing it, you're giving them the green light to do it, and then your kids are going to end up on this eraser board that I have right here as one of these statistics. Whether it's the drinking or the drugging, they'll be a part of this statistics. When they go to college, if they go to University of Wisconsin, or they might go to University of Florida State University, don't allow them to become part of this statistics. Now, of course, if you're a good role model, it doesn't guarantee that your kids aren't going to be part of that. But what it does, it lays the foundation of stability. So when your kids go, they're not going to think, well, my mom and dad were doing, so it's got to be okay. Because if they don't see it at home and they go and they try it, it's on them. These children that didn't see it at home can never ever go on Jerry Springer, Maury, Bill Cunningham, or Steve Wilkos and say, I used drugs because my parents did. They can't say that because you didn't show that at home. You didn't perform that as a role model, did you? They can't go on the Maury's and the Jerry Springers and the Steve Wilkos and the Bill Cunninghams sexually abusing, because you set a foundation of not showing that at home. These are the 4 things you should never, ever do at home. Not guaranteed that your kids are going to be perfect, but you're setting that foundation. You are pouring that concrete for them to have a solid foundation so they can build their lives on it. That concrete will stabilize their lives. The 4 things you should never do at home is drink alcohol, especially excessively, do any sort of drug, use that trashy, filthy profanity that so many people use. They use the F word like it's part of the Webster Dictionary. Don't use it in front of your kids. And physically abuse anyone, your wife, your husband, your children. If you don't do those 4 things, that foundation that you just poured the concrete is going to harden up and become nice and sturdy. And then your children can build on that. But if you're going to use those 4, if you're going to curse, you're going to physically abuse, you're going to drink and do drugs, their foundation, you might as well just pour foam into it. And it's going to be rocky and soft. So when your kids start building on that foundation, it's going to be a rocky, soft foundation. And that structure will possibly eventually just crumble down. Why not give them a cement foundation by not drinking, not doing drugs, not using profanity, and not physically abuse, instead of giving that soft foundation of possibly foam, because you did curse, you did use physically abuse someone, you did drink excessively, and you did drugs. Make that foundation even harder with these 4 things you should be doing. You should respect your children, because when you give respect, you get respect. You should give love to your children, because when you love them, they will love you back. You are teaching them that it's okay to love. Also, give them compassion. Give them compassion when they have something to tell you. Listen with the listening ears and show them that you are concerned. Make them feel that they can come to you for anything, any problem, and show some passion towards them by giving the respect, the love, the passion, and compassion on that concrete foundation. It will become instantly hard, because it's already hard, because you didn't smoke, you didn't drink, you didn't use profanity, and you certainly didn't physically abuse, and you didn't do drugs. So it's already hard, but by giving love, respect, passion, and compassion into the mixture, it is solid. Look at this. Solid. You can't even move it. Now let them build their life on that, so they don't become part of these statistics for these college students. I would almost guess that most of these college kids right here had a background where at home they saw drinking and drugging, physically abusing, whatever. They saw that. I don't think that any one of these kids came from a home where nothing was done. In other words, there was no drinking, there was no drugging, no physical abuse, no profanity. And if they did, like I told you in the beginning here, you are not guaranteed, no matter how stable that foundation is, that your kids will not crumble. But what you are guaranteed is the knowledge of knowing that you did everything. You gave 150% to make sure that their foundation is solid upon leaving the nest. Let them build their house on the foundation that you poured. It will be solid, and it's up to them to continue. And hopefully they'll carry whatever they learned at home into their lives, and then to their children. One more time, I'm just going to go through the top 10. University of Wisconsin Oshkosh, University of Wisconsin Stout, University of Wisconsin La Crosse were the 3 top for arrest for drug and alcohol. Oshkosh 22.41%, Stout 20.83%, and La Crosse 20.0%, based on 1,000 students per capita. West Chester University with 17.52, University of Colorado Boulder location with 15.86, Western Illinois University with 15.17, University of Minnesota Duluth with 14.13, University of New Hampshire with 12.41, University of Louisiana at Monroe location with 12.33, and Florida State University with 11.91. These particular universities all have a program now, an organization called Party O, and Party O is an organization where these students from these colleges have the ability to have a good time without the drinking and drugging. It's available to them. It is now available to so many colleges. Remember, there are over 7,000 campuses throughout the United States, and there are approximately 13.4 million students, full-time students, throughout the country. Don't allow your children to be a statistic. Do your best. If you do your best and they leave, know that you have done your best. But if you continuously drink and do drugs and use profanity and physically abuse, you are setting their life up for the pattern to continue. Even if you were brought up with those conditions where your parents were drinking and drugging, whatever else might have happened, break the chains today. Don't continue that. Stop the pattern. It is not fair to your children for you to continue the pattern that what maybe you were brought up on. Break those chains today. Folks, I hope to God that each and every one of you guys knows that a sober today, I guarantee you, will give you a better tomorrow. That is a guarantee. And remember that all big changes start with small steps. And if you start thinking positive, positive things will happen, and you will see the positive results, whether it's on you physically, mentally, spiritually, or financially. Sobriety gives you positive results because you are being positive by becoming sober in the first place. Reach out to someone like myself at 844-405-HELP or Dr. Luis Gonzalez at 844-414-8444, and we will help you take your life back. We will work with you today and tomorrow, hand in hand, talk about your addiction. We will never ever talk about your past. It is not a great idea to talk about your past because we want you to be motivated. We want you to continue on your journey of sobriety. The past is the past. You can only learn from it, but you cannot change it. I hope to God each and every one of you folks has a great day, but more importantly, I hope to God you all have a sober day. And if anyone needs for me to help take their lives back, reach out to me at 844-405-HELP or text me at 631-599-0218 or email me at ralf at takeyourlifebacktodaysshow.com. That's Ralph at takeyourlifebacktodaysshow.com. And folks, I hope to God you have a great day, and may God bless you.